Alright, the Steelers might have just drafted Captain America. And I'm not even really joking. Eli Heidenreich, Navy, Pittsburgh kid from Mount Lebanon High School. And yeah, he went 230th overall, but this might end up being the best pick in the entire draft. Because if you actually look at the full picture, it's different. This isn't some random late round flyer. This is a guy who's been doing everything his whole career. Going back to high school at Mount Lebanon, team captain, state champion, 15-0, first 6A state title in school history, Post-Gazette 6A Player of the Year, first team All-State, over 2,200 all-purpose yards and 29 touchdowns, and he wasn't even just playing offense. 1,300 receiving yards plus 60 tackles on 4 picks on defense. That tells you what kind of player this is. And still, 0-star recruit. So he takes the long route, goes to Navy, one of the most one-dimensional run-first offenses in college football. No stat padding, no easy touches, and he still produces. Over his career, he had 51 catches for 960 yards and 10 touchdowns, which is tied for third most receiving touchdowns in Navy history, averaging 18.8 yards per catch, which would be top 10 in program history. He was named one of the top 100 players in college football, and then you get games like Air Force where he had 243 receiving yards as a running back. In that offense, that is not normal, because he's not just a running back. He plays running back, but he lines up at receiver. He's played all 4 phases of special teams. That's not a role player. That's someone that coaches trust immediately. And right now, he's walking in as a RB4 behind Caleb Johnson, Rico Dowdle, and Jalen Warren. But let's be real, he's probably already the best pass-catching back on the roster, especially now that Kenneth Gainwell isn't there to be the third down back. And if that shows up early, someone's role is going to get smaller, and his will get bigger. Don't be surprised if a guy like Caleb Johnson, who was a third-round pick last year, starts feeling that. Because this isn't just depth. This is someone who finds a role fast. And physically, he has a compact build, with a similar testing profile to none other than Christian McCaffrey. I'm not saying he's that, but enough people are making the comparison that it's worth paying attention to. Here's what Kyle Brett from Good Morning Football had to say.
On the left, that is Eli Heidenreich from Navy. That on the right is Christian McCaffrey coming out of Stanford. Shout out to Mike Renner who put this together. Eli Heidenreich is the last guy on my no-love list. Look at this. This is really stunning. Almost every single one, except for the bench. I can't believe McCaffrey only got 10. He's such a beast. 16 now. Why am I bringing this up? What is not to like about the so-called Navy Christian McCaffrey? Eli Heidenreich, and let's roll the footage, please. Go to Yahoo. Navy's Eli Heidenreich is a perfect fit for the Steelers. SI, Eli Heidenreich is the hybrid cheat code that Ben Johnson needs on the Bears. This guy does everything. He set receiving records for Navy, which granted are modest, but he's out there doing it, playing all over the field. They line him up at running back, will often motion him to wide receiver and the slot. You're going to see some highlights in this package of him making downfield catches like this. This is a running back right here. Give me that. Yes! There's all kinds of buzz, all kinds of celebrity. Listen, he's been doing the military training. He is a different type of athlete, but he is all over the field. The guy is from Pittsburgh, went to high school in Pittsburgh. I love this player. I love his makeup. Obviously, you love the Navy, the military, everything that he stands for. But take that aside, this does not look like a player who is playing at a service academy. This guy is all over the field.
You hear that, you watch the tape, you look at the production, and it starts to add up quick. And then you hear him talk. He says, "You're getting a football player." That's it. No label, no specific role. Just someone who's going to find his way onto the field. He's a Pittsburgh kid from Mount Lebanon with Navy toughness. And he does everything. So yeah, you can call it early if you want, but if this plays out the way that it could, the Steelers didn't just find a depth piece at 230. They might have just found the best pick in the entire draft. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys want to see more draft content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. Ready?